You're listening to Zero Hour, a Scarlet Rhapsody podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Zero Hour. With us on the show is Lee May, our East Coast representative.
Hi everyone!
And I'm your host, Ari Kagami, and on today's show, we're going to be talking about Liberty City Anime Convention. This convention takes place in New York. Where in New York does this take place, Lee May? Like Times Square?
Yeah, it's right in Times Square actually. It's actually at, I believe, the Marriott Marquis that's right in Times Square. So it's literally in the center of everything. Like, I think it's like sort of connected to more of the Broadway theaters. You're right across from like that big Junior's Cheesecake place. So right in the middle of it all.
Yeah, just take any train that gets off at 42nd Street and you're there. I know my New York trains.
Yeah, you know how to get there. Yeah, it's super easy to get to. Like, it's right in the middle of the city, so many places there. But it's also, like, tourist central, so be careful.
Yeah, because I just remember, like, if you need to get anywhere in New York City, just go to 42nd Street. That'll take you to Times Square, and it pretty much has, like, all the connecting trains to wherever you need to go.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I totally know where that is. The couple times I've been to New York, the Marriott Marquis, that's just dab center in the middle of Times Square. It's, like, right across from where that old Toys R Us used to be. Like, may it rest in peace.
Oh, I didn't realize that's where it was near. Huh.
Yeah, there was a giant Toys R Us back when I used to go to New York all the time, and, like, it's no longer there because Toys R Us's are no longer with us.
Yeah, that's no longer here. Yeah, I remember when I went to New Hampshire actually just yesterday, and I realized that the building where Toys R Us used to be was now, like, all empty. It was just this empty building no one rented after Toys R Us had cleaned out.
Yeah, that's really sad, but we're not here to talk about toys. Let's
We're
talk
not
about
rest in peace.
Toys R Us, rest in peace. This episode is dedicated to you. So anyway, Liberty City Anime Convention. I know we probably covered this maybe a year or so ago. How many times have you been to Liberty City Anime Convention?
Yeah, this is my second time there. I went for the first time last year. Yep, so this is my second year there. Same location. Really simple to get the badges too. It's like, never noticed any lines, which is good for the badge registration, and they actually had like press kind of combined with all the other badges. Just go, I just went to like the regular line and then told them, and they were like, oh yeah, cool, and then they got me the pass. And so it's really easy. It's not too big of a con, it's pretty small, so what's nice is it's not too crowded. The only crowds are obviously once you exit, and Times Square is really crowded, but in the con, you don't feel claustrophobic very much, and it's a lot of chill places you can like sit and eat. Like if you bring food, like I saw some people brought like, it looks like home packed lunches or something.
Hey, that's like, smart.
In the lobby and stuff, and also you're in Times Square, so it's tourist central. So obviously a lot of food, probably overpriced food, but like there's a McDonald's like right there across the street. The Starbucks literally connected to the building, and yeah, I think there's a Dunkin' Donuts nearby. And like there's also a lot of restaurants because obviously Times Square. Then again, it's probably overpriced and touristy.
Yeah, I imagine you wouldn't want to like go to any of those touristy restaurants and costly, because then you'll be bombarded by a million questions. Like, nah, guys, just leave me alone. Just want to enjoy my food.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, even when I walked out to get McDonald's one of the days, like, I remember, I think I went on Sunday and I went to get McDonald's, and it was like random tourists who were like, "What's going on? Is there something happening in New York?" And I'm just like, oh god. Oh, these tourists and people, taking pictures of everything. You're like, oh god, because they're tourists.
Oh, absolutely. Did you end up just taking the trains to get to Liberty City Anime Convention?
Yeah, I just took the subways there. So it was pretty simple.
Did you go in cosplay?
So on Saturday what I did was I went there and changed into it there because I actually was asked to model for someone in the Masquerade who, like, made two people like make costumes for like four people basically, but they couldn't find a fourth person. So they asked me if I could do it, so I said sure. So I modeled one of their works. So I changed when I got to the con. And then on Sunday I wore everything except for the wig. I just threw the wig on when I got there because I knew it'd be crowded and gross and sweaty on the 7 train. Yeah, the bathrooms are really nice there though, so it was really easy again to cosplay because they have really big bathroom stalls and like areas with like mirrors where and like those little countertop things so you can actually do your makeup and stuff.
Yeah, it's a Marriott Marquis hotel, so you're guaranteed to have, like, nice, clean bathrooms.
I know, spotless. When I was there on Saturday, actually, and I was getting into the costume after picking up from the cosplayer, I saw people, actually, staff, like, actually, vacuuming and cleaning and stuff, and I'm like, this is great. It's very clean.
Awesome. So, tell us what your day 1 was like.
Yeah, so for my day 1, it was actually technically day 2, since I wasn't there on Friday. But on Saturday, I went to the pre-judging for the cosplay contest. Since I was modeling for those other cosplayers, they were doing a Yona of the Dawn group. And so I was cosplaying as Sheena for them. And so it was really cool because they had one person who primarily sewed all the costumes and another person who primarily made all the props. And so, it was like really, really cool to see their craftsmanship. And they literally like made everything. The only things they didn't make were the wigs, one of the stuffed animals they purchased, and then the shoes.
Wow.
But everything else, even like the jewelry, they made themselves.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. Just kind of like just being able to like just wear something someone made. And what was that like?
It was really cool. I was actually really nervous before. And I was like, well, if it doesn't fit me, and I would really suck. Like, because I didn't know if it would fit me or not, right? Because it was actually like a last minute thing. They had messaged me like online, like last minute. I think a day or two before the con, because it was like, oh my god, like we want someone. We saw that you didn't really have plans yet. Like, are you okay with modeling this? Since you don't really have like, I didn't really have a lineup planned out yet. So I was free and everything, but obviously I was worried about it fitting. But it fit perfectly. It was just a little bit long because I'm not that tall. So like the outfit, the robes kind of were not dragging on the floor, but they were like kind of long on me. But it was not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Everything fit, thank goodness. And then after pre-judging, we walked around. I was surprised by how many people stopped us for pictures because obviously we have like a group, which is cool, but I didn't know how popular Yona of the Dawn was, and I don't know if maybe it's because I don't know if it got more popular recently because not really that new, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know the anime is pretty old, and then the manga I think is still ongoing, but I'm actually not up to date yet. I actually started watching it right after Dan told me, so I kind of marathoned as much as I could. So, but I guess they told me that they'd worn these cosplays before a different con, but it was like a general, like more of a comic con. So I think maybe because this is Liberty City Anime Con, a lot more anime fans were there. But yeah, we got stopped for a lot of photos, even a video, and I took photos of like other cosplayers as well that I saw, and it was a lot of different cosplayers. Like I'm sure you know, like ton of Boku no Hero, like everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. That's like the new thing these days.
No, it's big right now. It's big. It's still big. So I'm like, whoa, lots of Boku no Hero. Also a lot of Naruto, actually, which I never got into Naruto, but there was a lot of Naruto cosplayers. So I had a pretty big meetup there.
Yeah, there's been a resurgence of Naruto because of the Boruto series.
Oh, is that why?
That's
Oh,
why.
okay, that's why.
I never could get into Naruto either. I maybe seen a couple episodes and maybe like a couple of characters, but I wouldn't say I'm involved with the fandom.
Yeah, no, I think the only thing I know about Naruto is I just know Sasuke's supposed to be emo or something, but not really sure. That's like only what I've garnered from what I've kind of heard from people and stuff and seen online. But there's a lot. It was actually kind of cute because I guess they do this like Naruto run thing, but at the meetup, because I saw it from like up high, because the way the con is set up is when you're in higher levels, you can kind of look down and see what's going on in lower levels. It's not like open air. Like indoors, but open air, you can like see the other floor. So when I looked down once, I saw like where the Naruto photo shoot meetup was happening. And at one point, they all just started doing a Naruto run. It was really cute.
That's hilarious.
I was like, aw. And then, of course, Masquerade, and yes, obviously, Masquerade / Cosplay Contest. And one really cool thing that I appreciated is for that, they let us actually they reserved seats for everyone in the contest, so you could actually sit and watch the Masquerade too, which is really nice instead of being stuck backstage. Like, for some shows, I'm pretty sure you reserve all the seats for the guests and attendees, and then you have to, like, wait backstage. But we actually got to watch most of it until it was getting closer to being called up. Then we just had to figure out, like, when we'd have to walk up and things like that. But I got to watch essentially the entire show from, like, a really nice seat because all the front rows were reserved for people participating.
Oh, that's amazing.
So super nice. And they have a lot of really cool performances. Like, there was a lot of dance covers. There was people who were actually singing and stuff, too. And everyone was really talented.
Oh, that's good.
So I loved watching it. And then after the show, actually, the group I was in, the cosplayers won a Judge's Choice Award, which is awesome.
Oh, awesome.
One of the judges was cute. So each judge, like, basically have, like, best in show, which is, like, the best in both categories, so both craftsmanship and performance. So that'd be people who entered both would be able to be eligible for that one. Then they had awards for craftsmanship and awards for performance. So they kept them separate, which is cool. But I like how they have the combined awards as well as separate ones. That way, like, no matter how you're competing in it, you have a chance of getting recognized.
That's nice.
Besides, like, first, second, third, and then the best of show, you also have the judge's choice, which each judge can choose, like, someone that they want to award their judge's choice award to.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's really cool. And then, also really random, but afterwards, we all went to go get dinner, and we went to this really good ramen place that's nearby.
Ooh, ramen. I could go for some ramen.
Yeah, I remember the hotel, I can't remember name. I know I checked in on Yelp, so if you check my Yelp, you'll definitely see it there from, if you look at August 18th when I checked in. But it was a really good ramen place. It was actually really affordable too, but it wasn't in the middle of Times Square. It was like close by, but you walk a few blocks. So you get kind of out of where the center of all the Times Square touristy stuff is.
That's usually where the
And
better
it's, like,
restaurants are
upstairs.
anyway.
I know, right? Yeah, and it was really good though. It was really good, and it was reasonably priced, not overpriced. Really yummy food. And then after that, I think I checked out I changed out of cosplay at that point, by the way. Like, I was just, like, not having it. It was really hot that day. I was dying. Because I was wearing, like, faux fur. It was, like, multiple layers of turtleneck, long sleeves, robes on top. Like, I was wearing, like, winter boots, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I was, like, done. after the masquerade was over, I just, like, changed out.
Yeah, I'd be done too. Like, yeah, off you go with these clothes.
I felt like I sweated more that one day than I did, like, the entire week before because I was wearing winter clothing in the middle of summer.
Mm-hmm.
Never again. After dinner, I went back to the con area and actually checked out, sort of scouted out the hotel, not the hotel area, but you know how it's in a hotel, but like when you go upstairs, there's a really cool elevator they have at the Marquee where it's all like a glass pod thing you can see out in every direction.
Hmm.
So when you go up, I actually rode the elevator to the top and then down, but then we got kind of stuck, which is kind of scary, but it was kind of like a few people who are con-goers and a few people who are, like, I guess normal people, who were just there at the hotel, but we, like, enjoyed it, and we were just like, well, this but someone who was kind of scared of heights couldn't look out, because you could see, like, everything.
Wow.
Like, in the whole glass thing. But I like heights, so I think it's really cool to see it, and how high up it goes is a really tall building. So it felt almost like an amusement park ride. Like, going up and going down, and then you can see, like, all the floors and the cosplayers. I actually spotted something on one of the floors that was kind of higher up. So when I went back to the con, I ended up taking escalators up to that floor, and they had a really cool kind of open air sports bar. It was really pretty, and the windows were really big, and you can see like all of Times Square from there. So that's a really cool option if you want to go. I think it was also like a restaurant too. Like, I didn't try the food there, but I got a drink. But it was like a hotel bar restaurant type thing, but it was literally the best view I've seen of Times Square.
I'll have to check that out next time I'm out there in New York, because I'm just quite curious.
Yeah, definitely. It's super pretty, and up in that area, it's like a kind of roundish floor, but on one side, the entire thing's all like glass windows, so you can see all of Times Square. It's higher up too, so you're kind of like looking out and down. And then I also checked out the dance that night as well.
Oh, how was the dance?
It was really cool. It was actually run by Rabbit Revolution, so it was really fun. They mix a lot of good music with a lot of like pop and hip hop as well. So you even heard things, like oldie, not oldies, but some oldies, or some oldies like 80s stuff. And there's also some music mix, kind of like Backstreet Boys and saying that kind of like 90s boy band stuff, but also like modern, like more like top 40 type music as well. But mixed with like an electronic style. So it's a really cool fusion.
Oh, that's interesting.
But really good dance music. Like, the entire time I was there was really good dance music, and I knew I couldn't stay the whole time because I had to commute back. I didn't have my hotel room there, but I ended up losing track of time. I was there till like almost 2 a.m.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Gotta leave now. Okay, gonna run to the bathroom, leave. But the music was really good, and it was good vibes. Like, I literally encountered 0 creepers, which is great.
That's good.
Sometimes these dances, you're like, sometimes it's creepers, especially by yourself, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, sometimes it looks like, okay. But I found some friends too, so it wasn't like I was by myself the whole time. And so it was fun. And then one of my friends actually who I hadn't seen forever, because I used to hang out with him when I was still living in Mass, because he does a lot of DJing like kind of in like the Boston area and stuff like that. But he actually he's also his first time coming to DJ New York, but he was coming with Rabbit Revolution for Liberty City Anime Con, so that was cool. So they actually let me stand up like actually on the DJ stage to dance too, which is really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I've never done that before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and it was really fun vibes. Definitely recommend that. Then on Sunday, I went, and that was mostly exploring the dealer's room at Artist Alley, since I didn't really check that out before.
Mm-hmm.
And it had actually a lot of cool J-fashion stuff there, too.
Awesome. Like, what kind of J-fashion stuff did you see over there?
Like Twilight Fashion was there selling a lot of cute Lolita accessories and Lolita jewelry. There was a lot of booths there that sold a lot of, it looks like probably reselling from Taobao. A lot of Lolita, Gyaru, Punk, a lot of cool J-fashion, and I couldn't resist getting some more rings.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the deco rings from Sweet Lita and stuff. There was a ton. There was actually one person I met there who just started her own Etsy shop where she makes, like, she hand casts, like, resin rings and stuff, too.
Oh, nice.
And it was cute because it was in, like, Big Apple, like, Liberty City, Amicon, New York City. She gave a discount, like, anyone who wanted to buy Apple-themed things would get a discount on all the Apple products because
Oh,
of
that's
the Big
cool.
Apple. And then another interesting thing I noticed this year, which I don't recall happening last year, like, I don't know if this happened last year, I just didn't notice, but this year I noticed in every water station. So basically, when you go get water in this hotel where they have the con, they would always have those big, water dispensers. You could go get your cups and fill up water. But at every table that they had a water station, they had giant stacks of notebooks and pens. So I noticed that a ton of people at every water station would draw doodles, write messages, and cute things for, like, the rest of the con.
Oh, that's nice.
It was super cute, like, a ton of really good art also. I was really impressed. A lot of people draw, like, doodles, like, someone was drawing cute OC designs. I saw some people drawing really good Homestuck art, like, and it was cute because you just, like, draw your art and leave, like, your social media or wherever there, or people to write cute messages. Like, someone wrote a message, like, it was kind of like a fake FBI message, which was kind of funny. Some people drew, like, I remember someone drew, like, Howl's Moving Castle fan art on one. I saw some Splatoon art, too. Like, that Splatoon game that was really popular? Some people drew, like, cute Splatoon art. And so on Sunday before I left, I said, like, right before I left, I'm going to leave a little note here, too, before I leave. So I drew a little doodle of myself, basically, like, a little, like, kind of cheapy version of myself. And then telling everyone to watch Die Anyways, because, of course, I can't leave a con without recommending Die Anyways to everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
And so I have that there. And, like, in the con report, too, I'll include that picture of the pile of stuff in my drawing.
Yeah, I kind of get curious to see, like, just what everyone did.
Yeah, there was a lot of cute art. Like, every water station I saw piles of art and drawings and letters and cute notes and stuff. It was really cute. And actually, even saw on the table, someone even wrote a poll there. It was kind of cute. They did, like, a question, had yes, no, with, like, the big T-chart thing, so you could actually go and drop by and, like, leave, like, a tally mark for what you vote for.
Nice.
So, yeah, no, it's a really fun, chill con. Like, it's small but mighty. Like, good vibes. Staff was really nice. Like, I thought they had good programming, too. Because I also went to a J fashion panel, actually.
Oh?
It was an OTT fashion panel that Creepy hosted. I don't know if you know Creepy.
Probably not.
So, Creepy, he wears a lot of Decora fashion. Like, very OTT Decora fashion, is also, like, a Vocaloid producer in the U.S. But I went to the OTT fashion panel. It went over a lot of fashions like, Lolita, Visual K, Decora, Gyado, Larm, all the stuff. And there's also giveaways happening at the end. So everyone who went to the panel got a raffle ticket. At the end, they pulled, like, a lot of different prizes. And I didn't win anything, unfortunately, but I usually don't win these things anyways. But it was a really good, like, I thought he did a good intro to, like, J fashion first in general, and then going to OTT, what over the top means, and, like, showing off different styles and how OTT works within each of them. Oh, wait, I just remember something else I did after Massacre on Saturday night. I forgot. I went to the cabaret, actually.
Oh, how was the cabaret? And was that a part of the con?
Yeah, it's part of the con. It's like their, I don't remember if it's 18 plus or 21 plus, but it's like their adult programming show thing. So for cabaret, it's a lot of things like adult, like, stand-up comedy. They also have burlesque there and things like that. So I watched, like, a lot of their comedy sections from several different comedians, and I also saw one of their burlesque show performances, and then also some of their comedy music, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, I don't know if you heard of Sam and Bill, but they're comedians, but they sing songs, like, they write their own songs. And they sung a really hilarious song that, like, was like a roller coaster ride of emotion. Like, they went through a lot of stuff, almost like acting music. Like, I guess the best way to describe it is, do you know or do you ever listen to Lonely Island?
Yes. Love them.
Think like that kind of thing, right?
Awesome.
Where there's, like, a plot to it, it's really funny, and they make a lot of jokes, and, like, it's really silly, but, like, it escalates a lot. It was like that, but they performed it live, and it was a lot, like, it kind of reminded me of, like, a comedy version of, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes.
Kind of like that, it's like a song, the whole story behind it, but it's like comedy. So they did this whole thing of, like, them, and, well, we're enemies and we're friends, like, all this stuff happening, and it was like the whole plot, and they were acting out on stage. It was really cute. And then they also had, for one of the comedian acts too, is, Lisa Ortiz?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the Pokemon voice actor. She was there, and she performed at the cabaret. So
Oh,
she actually,
cool.
I didn't know she was a singer. She sung a really pretty cabaret song.
Oh, nice.
And she also, like, did a comedy act about being single and stuff, and, like, joking about, like, how dating's basically getting to know strangers and things like that. And another comedian, I forgot his name, but he did a whole funny comedy section about K jewelers, and, like, how advertising for jewelry and things and how it's going to escalate. Because you know how they try and make like random holidays for you to buy jewelry for, like not just proposals, but you know, Mother's Day and everything else. And they were talking about like, oh, next is going to be Father's Day. And I was laughing a lot because all baseball themed stuff. They were like, oh yeah, like you're going to be like every catch begins with a K, and like, yeah, buying a life-size baseball mother of pearl for your dad, like all these random opportunities to sell more jewelry. And escalated to Martin Luther King Jr. Day with ethically sourced diamonds. And we're like, oh god. No.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And I don't know if you heard of Kathy Hughes.
Probably not.
So she's a feminist comedian, and she was there too, and she did an act there, and that was really cool to see her live, because I didn't know she was there. But she was part of the cabaret as well, and she was doing a lot of stand-up acts about, like, feminism, like, you know, things like why did people feel like women have to shave, like, it's not hygienic, you know. And she was making funny, like, Bible references about how, like, like, they're throwing women a bone, literally, like, you know. The whole, like, Adam and Eve thing. And it was a whole, like, feminist comedy act, which is great. And yeah, so a lot of really great comedians who were there at the cabaret, and then obviously with them some burlesque mixed in. So they like alternated with different like programming throughout the cabaret night.
Sounds like that was like a lot of fun, and you
yeah,
were able
so it was
to.
before the dance. So that was like kind of that time frame, like after dinner, before the dance started.
And going home Saturday night, did you just take the train, or just decide to just take a lift home?
Yeah, I just took the subway home, which is annoying, but I took the subway home. I got back really late though, because at night the subways don't run as much.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But lifts are expensive in New York City, so I was like, no.
Yeah,
no
you mentioned that in the last show. So yeah, sounds like it was a good time over at Liberty City Anime Convention. Sounds like it was a good local thing to check out, and yeah, how would you rate this con? What's your final thoughts on it?
Yeah, my final thoughts is if you're local in New York City, definitely go check it out. It's super easy to get to. It's a really nice, chill con. You know, the location's super convenient for people commuting. But also, you know, if you're farther away and you love anime, it's also a great thing to check out also. And like, I know last year and this year, both years, Chuck Huber was there, and he's, like, a really popular voice actor. He's in a lot of animes, and they have a lot of other great guests as well. And actually, someone at the con who's in a masquerade came all the way to New York from the Philippines for this con.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that.
Yeah, no, so that's really cool. So, you know, like, even if you're traveling farther, if you love anime and you don't mind it being, you know, smaller cons, not, like, as big as Anime NYC or, you know, other ones, but it's a really nice con. It's super chill. And I had a lot of fun there. Like, I had actually, at this con, I think, at least the Rabbit Revolution dance I went to, that was the most fun I've ever had at a con dance in my life. Like, no joke. It was just really good vibes, you know, no creepers. Everyone was just there to have good fun. Like, no one was acting crazy. Like, it seems like no one was acting like they were drunk or anything. Like, everyone was just having good fun. It was nothing, like, it was just really wholesome, you know. I felt like for all ages, you could even have kids there and not be concerned.
Nice.
There was, like, no grinding or nothing like that at all happening. So I feel like even if you're a parent, like, if you had, like, a 10-year-old there, it'd be fine.
That's good.
So, yeah, it was, like, the most fun I've had. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of not really about the weird, you know, the whole, like, grinding scene or drunk people going crazy. I'm not about that. So I appreciated that they kept it, like, family-friendly, and it was super fun for everyone involved.
Sounds good. Sounds like it was a really fun local con. Would you return next year?
Definitely check it out if you're in New York City next year.
Excellent. All right, this has been another edition of Zero Hour with Lee May, our East Coast rep, and I am your host, Eri Kagami, and we will see you at the con. I am your host, Eri Kagami, and we will see you at the con.